about it, but there are no promises on anything making it back out of here. Not only can we not guarantee that they won't absolutely destroy something, we also have to keep our own safety in mind as well. Now, like I was saying, this is a feeding demonstration. I won't be feeding each and every one of these alligators in this lagoon today. We have about 40 in here right now, so going in and feeding all of them one by one would take the better part of the afternoon.
Смотри, как рты
Now, that being
пооткрывали.
said, everyone who really wants to eat is right here, and everyone's sitting on the edge. That's because they've chosen to sort of stay out in the sun instead. Because they get most of their energy from the sun, and they don't need that much food, especially compared to us. An alligator only needs to eat about 80 to 90 pounds of food a year. For us, the equivalent would be about a sandwich a week. So it's really not that much, and you can see by sort of the area around their neck and their back of their tail and all that, these guys do not like for food at all. Now, the first thing I'm going to be feeding these guys is this crocodilian pellet. We get this from the exotic feed manufacturer called Missouri. This pellet was designed by a team of crocodilian biologists and veterinarians and some of our own staff here, actually, to meet all of the crocodilians' nutritional needs. It's a primary diet for most of the crocodilians at our park. It's great because it sort of floats in the water, right about mouth level. It's easy for them to get. And some of them actually prefer it to anything else we might give them. Chickens, rats. Some of them would much rather have this pellet right here. You'll notice that as I'm tossing this in, a couple of alligators that weren't really feeling like come out. They decided it might be worth their while anyway. Now, in addition to this pellet, we also like to supplement our animals' diets with whole food items. That's something that's not going to be, separated out, pulled apart, pushed into a pellet. It's usually going to take the form of a whole animal, like this chicken.
Вот теперь кусочек курочки.
All right. Now, when alligators eat this chicken, they're going to get everything it has to offer. They're going to get the bones, the feathers, the meat, the guts, anything that this alligator ate in the last day or so of its life, or anything that this chicken ate, in the last day or so of its life, will go straight to the alligator. Got my words a little bit mixed up there. All right, so she's kind of rooting around for it. That's because she knows the chicken's there. She saw it land, and they kind of landed in a little bit of a blind spot. Since their eyes are located at the top of their head, anything sort of below the nostril or down to the sides of the jaws, it's a little bit impossible for them to see. However, it's not like once it's outside their mind, they know it's there, they're going to move around for it. She's hoping that it's going to start moving away once she starts moving. Since the chicken's dead, it's not going to move at all. So right now she's just going to sort of root around, hope she picks it up with her jaws. And if she doesn't get it, someone else will. Nothing ever goes to waste in this enclosure, despite what it looks like right now. There are 40 American alligators in here, so someone will pick it up before too long. They also have a very good sense of smell, so they will zero in on it before too long. All right. So alligators are what we call generalist carnivores. There we go. That's 2 out of 3 of us. She's sitting on it. Yeah, she'll figure it out before too long. Now, alligators are what we call generalist carnivores. That means they're going to go after pretty much any sort of meat item they can.
Видишь, цыпленочек даже прям со шкуркой.
That one right there and that one right there, both of them just sort of shifted it around in their mouth, did a couple of quick snaps, and then just tilted their head back and swallowed it. What they did there is because they can't chew it all, they've got to sort of get it about the center of their mouth. The best way to do that is for them to shake it up a little bit by doing a little gator chomp, knock it to the center, and then they'll tilt their head back and let gravity pull it down. They don't have muscles like we do for swallowing, so getting it lined up so it can go straight down into their stomach is very important. Now, no. You have to jump up. Although he does this to me every time, so I don't know why I'm surprised.
Не хотят прыгать.
Casey.
Дейзи.
Casey.
No, ленивые.
It looks like Casey He's not
Кейси.
interested. Okay.
А он говорит, Кейси, вроде
right.
Кейси, вроде не Кейси.
You are.
Ну,
There we go.
прыгай, прыгай. Опа!
So they'll go for pretty much any sort of prey item that they can fit in their mouth. It's going to start off with something
Унес,
the
унес.
size of fish, insects, and as they get bigger, birds and mammals that come to the water's edge. And when you get large enough, like Max right here, when you're sitting, 11, 12 feet long, you can bring pretty much anything down. That includes smaller alligators,
Это какие-то кусочки просто твердое мясо.
like dogs, and also stuff like large adult deer. Now, when they get something like that, they will not be able to swallow it in one bite. Where did Scoop go? Scoop! Scoop!
Да, это так, только для зрителей по именам.
Scoop! That's enough. How about you, Casey? Also a no. Okay. So when they do get something the size of a large deer that they will not be able to swallow in one go, oh hi. What they're going to do is they're going to need to find some way to break it apart. Now, since they can't chew and those teeth are not going to be used
Глаза-то
for shredding and
открылись.
tearing like sharks or other dragons,
Сразу туда провалился в живот.
someone wanted to get out of there quick, okay. So their teeth aren't going to be used for shredding and tearing. They've got to figure out some better way to get their food apart. So what they're going to do is they're going to use those 60 to 80 cone-shaped teeth. They're going to bite into whatever sort of prey item they're getting. And those teeth aren't going to do anything else except hold on. Now, when those teeth are holding on, there's nothing that's going to make them break off unless the alligator wants it to. Once they have a good solid